This show is an opinion-based show. The opinions expressed here are of the person who expressed them and not a reflection of how League Gaming or its staff speaks or thinks. This show is for mature audience.
You know what? Fuck that. You guys get so butthurt about this show and our opinions. I don't even know why I bother putting a disclaimer. You pulled the mercy card once. Just contact him when you get butthurt, because it's coming. Welcome to the LG Doghouse. I'm your host, Sir Mike Knight. With me, as always, Air Raiders, Jet, and welcome back our very special guest, Captain Campos, otherwise known as Maui.
Thanks.
Is that a Hawaiian beer?
Yeah, it's, I took the little umbrella out because I didn't want to feel gay.
All right. Today we have set up a little bet between the three panelists. I believe the bet was the loser has to show up in next show with lipstick. Am I wrong?
Oh, this is true.
Yeah, let's do it. Whatever.
Jet?
Let's do it.
All right. So here we go. We'll go right into it. You guys know the rules by now. If you don't, look them up. First one is All-Star Ideas. I know last week that we kind of turned down a question that said, are we doing All-Stars? Air Raiders, All-Star Ideas. Go.
Well, I like the idea of us doing an All-Star game. I think it's going to be fun if we make selections and people getting butthurt for that. And I think it's fun to see if all of us were to pick a team, how we pick said team, and who we go with. So we'll see what happens. I think that there needs to be some form of an all-star game, though, because the community deserves it. You deserve to be recognized and for your accomplishments.
All right, I'm going to give you 3 points. All right. Maui.
Yeah, so I think with this, we should gather the managers. Try to let everyone in the league vote on this would be like fucking trying to get Jet's grandma out of his room. It's chaos. Get the managers together, comprise a decent list, and then we as the Doghouse will finish it off and pick who we want. Ultimately, we got to stream. We got to get people comparable on each team. So I think the final choice will come down to us. But I think it's long overdue. It's time to do something, get some recognition, give these guys some achievements to work for. Virtual hockey.
I do know that you get 5 points, especially for the grandma comment. Jet, 30 seconds, go.
Well, Raiders is just ripping off of my original idea. I think the best way to do an all-star game is with the Doghouse flavor. 4 of us on the panel, 4 teams. We each pick our squad. Let them battle it out. I mean, who wouldn't want to be on Jets as they make their triumphant win through all the all-stars? I think it gives the guys a chance to show out, play with guys they don't usually play with. And if you don't have all-stars, I mean, it kind of gets lost. You can look at numbers, but numbers don't tell the whole story. I think if we get people watching the games, you'll have some of these AHL, NHL games. It's going to be a scouting game for a lot of these guys. The guys are going to take it serious, and I think we'll finally see, the best 24 players we can put out there. I think it'll be good for the league.
All right, I let you go way over. I'm also going to give you 5 points. I think what everybody's trying to get at is no, we will not be playing in these All-Stars games. We will just be drafting a team to represent us, and we will talk shit to each other while you guys battle it out for Sir Mike's Knights. That's what it's going to be. The winner. Raiders. It's repetitive, stupid, dumb. Yeah.
Like Raiders.
All right.
Maui's Marauders.
Maui's Marauders. All right, the next topic. People who only want to play on friends teams. Air Raiders, 30 seconds, go.
I think it might be.
I was just wondering how long he was going to take for him to unmute his mic, because he made fun of me for it all week last week, and then he did it this week. All right, I'm going to go ahead and restart your 30 seconds. Go.
It gets worse as you go up, but in the CHL, if people are refusing to play for you because they want to play with their friends, ban them. There's 60-plus people on your TC, many of them eager to, play. If you want to play with your friends, play club, sign up for E-League or whatever the fuck it is, Pro Series, whatever we're calling it this week. You don't get to dictate if you play with your friends. Take management. You can do it that way. But if you end up on somebody's team, suck it up for 8 weeks and just play. Don't refuse to play. If people do, I hope management starts banning people hard.
All right. 4 points. Maui.
I'm going to have to agree. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's ruining the league, in my opinion. I mean, if you want to play with your buddies and feel good about each other, go play club. If you want to be a superstar and beat up on scrubs, go play Banana League. This is a competitive league. Everyone's here to win. Yes, we're here to have fun. That's why we're doing it. But you can't hamper management and everyone else's experience because you want to play with the same 5 people. Break loose. Meet some new people. And honestly, if I hear
I'm going to cut you off.
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and give you 3 points.
Oh.
Aw. There's no rhyme or reason to the point system. I just give out what I feel like. Jet, 30 seconds, go.
I'm going to tell you guys a story about 3 friends from the West Coast up in Canada. Decided to play LG for the first time. Decided to play all on the same team. Decided to single-handedly destroy LG 2 seasons in a row. I mean, it can work. You get 3 guys that play together all the time that are friends. If you can get them on the same team, do it. I think it's a management tool. If you're scouting in the offseason, find guys that play together regularly, bam, that's a line no one knows about, and that's going to be a dominating line. I mean, I did the same thing.
Right.
I had 2 of my friends.
I'm going to go ahead and cut you off. That was an absolutely boring story. I'm going to give you 3 points. Dude, boring. Boring as fuck. Very boring. And I understand that some people come in here and want to play with their friends, and that's cool. My problem is when you look at the owner that you were currently bid on or randomly assigned to, and you say, I'm not playing for you. I'm only going to play with my friends. That's the problem I have with some of these players that want to play with their friends. Ban those guys. Period. Next topic is best and worst gamer tags in LG. Air Raiders, 30 seconds, go.
For the best gamer tag, I have to go with Wickledy Moist. Something about the word moist is just great. The absolute worst gamer tag, hands down, in my eyes, has to be Inner Throat. What the fuck is that? Inner Throat. It's just terrible. I don't get it. I don't know who sat down on their Xbox, because he used to have a different gamer tag. Who sat down on the Xbox? So I'm going to pay $15 to change my gamer tag to Inner Throat.
Okay.
Step it up.
4 points. Campos, 30 seconds, go.
I'm going to disagree. And out of all these gamer tags, you just had to pick the one that sounds good to me. Inner Throat. It's sultry. It's seductive. Captivates the mind with nastiness. As far as the worst gamer tag, McDavid 97. Listen, McDavid just played his rookie season. You just had to run out and go change your gamer tag immediately. Seriously? I haven't changed my gamer tag in like 10 years. Fuck.
All right. I'm going to give you 5 points. I also have not changed my gamer tag in like 9-10 years. Jet, 30 seconds. Go.
Just an idea, Campus. Captain Maui, maybe worth $12. My favorite gamer tag is Jake from State Farm, and his player name, to make it better, I love guys that can put the 2 together. Khakis. I love it. Worst gamer tag, anybody whose gamer tag is named Clutch. I have 2 on my team. You should never have 2 gamer tags on the same team. There's like 15 clutches. Clutch with the C, clutch with the K, clutch with the CH. However you want to spell it, I don't care. You're not that clutch. We don't need 30 of you guys.
How do you spell clutch without a CH?
CL?
Okay, 4 points. It's Schlutch, then. It's not clutch anymore. It's Schlutch.
Scovinocia.
Scovinocia. All right. The next topic before we break into our break is scrub hunting. Air Raiders, 30 seconds, go.
Scrub hunting, is a definite problem. I don't like it. I think that if you are a top guy, you should want to play against the other top lines. That's how you truly show your dominance or whatever. Running through the CHL, playing only third lines or bad teams, it doesn't prove anything. Like, yeah, it'll increase your draft stock, but whatever. I mean, Dracula last season got drafted in the first round because he had like 100 and some points, but when you looked at it, 30 of those points came against Kitchener. So he really had 70 points.
4 points. Campos, 30 seconds, go.
I don't know why everyone's so butthurt about this. Who cares? Honestly. If your best line wants to beat up on scrubs all season long and pad their stats while their second and third lines get whopped on by the good teams, then they get a bad seed in the playoffs. And what's it about? It's about winning. When it comes down to it, if you want to pad your stats, it's fine and dandy. You're going to lose in the playoffs because you're going to play better teams to get out the gate.
All right, didn't even need all the time. Give me 5 points. Air Raiders, 30 seconds, go.
Well, I'll take a second turn here, and
Jet, 30 seconds, go.
I'm glad I finally get to go. Scrub hunting, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think when it comes down to it, it's the regular season. Who cares how many points you have in the regular season? Schedules are a mess. People play when they want to play. Other teams aren't looking to match lines. It doesn't matter. You're going to go out there, put your top line. If they play 3 scrubs, that's 3 free wins, moving you up in the playoff bracket. It doesn't matter until playoffs. And then when it comes down to it, come playoff time, those top lines, they're still going to play scrubs. They're still going to play the other team's third line. If you're not a good owner, if you're putting your top line out against the other team's top line, why not just sue him like everyone else does?
All right, 4 points. And we'll cut into our commercial break. Be right back.
Well, little Maui's having trouble with his luck. You little Sammy dummy mini god. Ouch, what a terrible performance. Get the hook. Get it? You don't swing it like you used to, man. Yet I have to give you credit for...
Welcome back. Our next topic. Fuck, marry, kill. Cato Canada, Sensei drop shot, and Pastor Gaines. Air Raiders, go.
All right, so I've thought about this for a while now, and I have decided that I would marry Pastor because I think he'd look good in a wedding dress. I would fuck Sensei, and everybody. You just kill Cato. That's what happens. Could you really live with him at all, ever? Get through a night with him in bed? Nah, you just murder him first.
All right, I'm going to give you 5. Maui, 30 seconds, go.
All right, you murder Sensei because it just needs to be done. I think you marry Cato so I can bring him to like dinner parties just so he can fucking troll Raiders every time the rest of our lives. And I think you go ahead and fuck Pastor because he looks like a smooth 13-year-old girl. Oh, that came out wrong. That came out fucking wrong.
Yet so right. 4 points. Jet, 30 seconds, go.
So I'm going to start off by marrying Sensei. He's fun to be with in a party. I can deal with him the rest of my life. Why bother? I think to fuck, it's got to be Cato. I mean, to be honest, as uptight as he is, he could probably use it. And, maybe someone needs to do it. And then as far as killing, if I had to hypothetically off someone, might as well be Pastor Lames.
All right. I'll give you 5 points.
Did she just try to garrote you?
Yes.
We know the answer to her question.
Oh, my God. All right. Favorite all-time doghouse moment and why? Air Raiders, go.
It has to be Twine's Never Be Insider parody. It got me yelled at by my wife because she thought I really smoked that much during the show. I didn't think it was possible to make Wizza look more like a thumb than he already does. It was so pitch perfect for that time, and Twine did an amazing job with that. So that's got to be my favorite.
All right, 5 points. Campos, 30 seconds, go.
I'm going to have to go with, I know it's early, I know there could be better things, but I like Scovanosha. Honestly, because the way it rolled out and the way it was presented was like fact. Like, you can't tell them wrong. That's what it really is. We can get a whole T-shirt thing behind this. We can make money off this. This could fund the Doghouse, gentlemen. I found it in good taste. You know, people showing their buttholes on the show. I'm sure Crispy doesn't like that. So I'll keep it clean. I'll go with that.
All right, 3 points. Jet, 30 seconds, go.
Mine was going to be Audacity revolutionizing Doghouse filming by taking it to a whole nother level and going outside. We got Mike in the kitchen, Raiders in his toy room. I mean, we got me in the office. He took it outside and stood out there in the cold battling an endless army of gnats for the whole episode, and it was wonderful.
4 points. All right. Our second to last topic is always the Doghouse Air Raiders. Who's in the Doghouse?
I'm putting the entire Saskatoon Blades in the Doghouse. As of recording this, they were on a 13-game losing streak. And that's a special kind of skill. That's like almost worse than Jet. So I don't know how you lose 13 games in a row unless you're Armada, but apparently Saskatoon's proven it that they can do it too.
You know, it's the only time that he looks up from his phone is when somebody chirps him. I'm going to go ahead and give you 4 points.
His grandmom's texting him.
Jet, are you done with your show yet? My shoes are in there.
It's not his office. It's his grandma's room.
Where she's knit.
Maui, 30 seconds. Go.
All right, I was saving this one. But a player earlier in the year on my team at Chicoutimi named Nuge93. This guy requested to be traded because he wasn't having fun. Okay? He was leading his line in points. They were winning. They only lost like 1 or 2 games. But he wanted to be traded. Obviously, to play with his friends. We meet the demand. We trade him. He goes immediately to the shop box and starts chirping my AGM and starting a whole shit show because we traded him to a worse team. Newsflash, Nuge. If you didn't want to be traded to a crappy team, don't have to be traded.
All right. 3 points. Jet, 30 seconds. Go.
I think my Doghouse this week is going to be my grandma, who might be the most unstealthy ninja of all time. She was 70 years old and tried to barrel crawl across the room in the middle and had the brains that think no one could see her despite being totally on the camera. I love her to death, but the aircraft carrier, as she would like to make her gamer tag, is now in my Doghouse for just being in the way. I mean, you could have just stayed off screen or just asked, but no, she's got to crawl. You don't crawl.
5 points.
The aircraft carrier. I love it.
Something there. Anyway, next topic is my surprise topic, and the question this week is, it's actually a little story. So you're stuck at sea with no chance of ever getting rescued or finding land. Who is your LG first mate? Air Raiders, 30 seconds. Go.
Man, someone I'd want to be stuck on an island with?
No, you're stuck out to sea.
All right, someone I'd want to be period stuck with. I think Jet. I think me and Jet would have fun. It would be an interesting time. We'd probably just go back and forth chirping each other, killing time. One of us would probably kill the other to eat for food. I think that'd be the most interesting time I'd have is if I had Jet out there at sea with me.
All right, 5 points. Decent. Campos, 30 seconds. Go.
Guys, this is an obvious choice here. We're talking about survival, all right? I'm going with the Huskies' very own Tiger, all right? Obviously, he plays Madden. He's got the cannon. He can probably throw me to shore. Any great whites roll up or white tips, he could just challenge them down in a game, one-on-one on the gridiron. We know sharks can't breathe out of water. It's a no-brainer. Come on. All I need.
All right. 6 points. 6 points. Yes. Jet, 30 seconds. Go.
I'm going with Campos. I mean, worst case scenario, turns into Maui, gets his little hook, bam, we're gone. End of my problem. If for some reason that doesn't work, the juju's not going, or whatever it may be, I can always kill him, eat him. I'll be fed for at least 3 months. So I'll be good to go. Either way, magically, in my belly, either way works. Campos, you're my first mate at sea.
5 points. And with that, today's losers. Yes, losers with 34 points. Air Raiders and Campos. Today's winner with 35 points, Jet. Week 3, your 30 seconds starts now.
It feels good to be back on the final bark. I think I was robbed recently, but, that's beside the point. Point system's a point system. Sadly, I wanted to chirp Raiders about his NHL stats, but I clicked on his name, and there were no stats to be found. The only one that was minus, and there was just this huge number. I don't know if it was a number of times he tried to pass it. I don't know if it was a number of giveaways. It was like -30, and he's only been there 2 weeks. So maybe next week when I win again, I'll have I'll have some stats. Maybe a couple wins. Maybe I don't want to chirp you the whole season. So hopefully you give me something positive to say before we're done.
All right. And with that,
2-1 this week, Dick.
how can you be 2-1 with a -30?
That's from the first 2 weeks.
Or the first game this week. Now we'll cut into mail time.
This goes out to all the women in the world, especially her. Just listen to what I'm saying and do it and take a chance. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll it round. Just get on the floor like I said before. Y'all remember that down low. Just put a little dip with it. Now roll those hips with it. Pop it, push it, rock it, roll it. Can't control it, I come hold it. It's all in fun, so take a chance. Just get on the floor and do that dance, shot. Roll those hips, drop down, double up on those dips. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do it right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip.
Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. The mail's here.
All right, the first one comes from Air Raiders' favorite person, Twine. For some reason, he's QC now. When will Jeff pay back Arrow's $75 he scammed him out of 2 months ago?
When Arrow wins something.
Maui?
He obviously didn't use it for that haircut, so I don't know what he did with it. Never.
Jet?
I heard the deal was when he comes back and wins the doghouse. Until then, he doesn't have to pay it.
I want to know why we care. All right, look. I've been getting this from all angles, man. Arrow has been freaking messaging me for weeks now about this shit, and I got to the point where I just told him to shut the fuck up. I don't give a goddamn. I don't give a fuck. He doesn't owe me $75. The fuck you getting on me for? Anyway, the next question comes from Ambiance. Can we get an episode of the Doghouse that doesn't include someone wearing a hat indoors? Air Raiders.
Never.
Okay. That's all we had to ask. I mean, right? Oh, here we go.
A Violent Gentleman hat? What the fuck?
I thought that was going to be like a pirate hat that popped out both ways because you look like a greasy Spaniard.
The next one comes from the Generals. What's the best D pair in the league, in your opinion? It's funny, that question coming from the Genitals. Air Raiders.
It's hands down Watkins and Miller in Quebec.
Campos.
Completely stalled for me. I mean, those two together, you could throw Jet in net, and he's getting a shutout. Great.
Jet?
Oh, no. There's no way. It's got to be them. They're like a plus 70 or something combined. It's insane.
Yeah. Anyway, we have two questions from Smith. I think it's Els. L68L. Could be eyes, capital I's. Who knows? Who gives a shit? That shit's dumb. Knock it the fuck off. Question 1. Will Air Raiders reach 3 NHL wins this season? Campos.
Will Air Raiders have a winning season in any league? What? Fuck the NHL. Fuck is on the LCHL.
Jet.
Even blind squirrels find nuts sometimes. He's bound to luck his way into 3. Somebody can backpack him.
All right. The second question is, pick one team from the CHL to play Jerome's team in the AHL, the Toronto Marlies, in a best-of-7 series. Who wins? Air Raiders.
I just want to say I have 5 wins in the CHL this season. Dickhead Campos. I think if you let's take the North Bay Battalion and put them up against the Toronto Marlies, and the Battalion definitely wins in 4.
Okay. Campos.
I want to see Moxon, just because I think the Marlies would be up 3 games to nothing, and then out of the tunnel, out of the smoke comes King Michael to save the fucking day with his worksheet, letter-sized rule book for LG. While they're reading that, he's making saves left and right, and they come back and win the series in 7.
Jet.
Oh, it's got to be the boy band Armada. I want a shot at Jerome's team. He's got one good line. My 3 average lines would beat him in 7 games.
All right. I'll go with Owen Sound. I'll go with Owen Sound in 5. I'd say Druin takes 1 while he's not playing. Huck Finn 95 asks, when are we going to fix the API to actually keep track of blocked shots? That sounds like a question for Tris10.
I don't think that's an API thing. That's an EA thing. I don't think they record it right.
Hey, who gives a fuck about the API? Let's fix the goddamn chops. When you chop sometimes, you get fucking lagged out and frozen. How about we fix that?
Maybe you get lagged out and frozen with your shit internet.
Ooh.
Next one comes from O. Smitty with way too many eyes. Why does everyone think Owen Sound is so good when my line beat them 5-1 2 times? # Battalion Nation O. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Battalion Nation O.
I don't know where the hashtag went at all, but to answer the question in a nutshell, I mean, any team can be beat. We've said this all year. Last year, I was on a very ho-hum fucking team, and we beat Chicoutimi last year 3 times in their 1, and they were fucking good. It just happens. You can't be perfect every night.
Did he just answer the question without me calling on him? Like, did that
I'm
just
sorry.
happen? That just happened? Air Raiders.
Nah, I agree with Campos' mistimed answer. I hate that argument, like, oh, how can they be good when my line beat them? Like, yeah, who did you play? Did you play their top line? Like, did you beat a bunch of ECUs? They're still good. Just because they lost that 1 game or 2 games to you guys doesn't make them shit.
Right. Jet.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Whoever beats whoever, it doesn't matter until the playoffs. We keep saying Owen Sound's good because Owen Sound's good. They have good players. You can beat them sometimes, but 7 games, I'm still taking Owen Sound over your shitty team.
And people better hope RJM doesn't decide to start playing.
Yeah, in football they call it any given Sunday. I'm gonna call it any given EA day.
Any given gridiron, Tiger, bitch.
Because you never know with EA, dude. You never fucking know with EA. This next one is a question through somebody, through Smitty from New Maple Leafs. He would like to know why Sensei drop shots scrub hunts. Air Raiders.
Sensei's all about them stats. During World Juniors, he was calling himself Sensei 4 goals because he scored 4 goals in the first game of World Juniors. He's gonna scrub hunt. He likes his stats. Who cares? Get over it.
Maui.
What does it really matter? Did he play your line to get his points up?
Jet.
I don't appreciate New Maple Leafs calling out my husband wife like that. If he wants to scrub hunt, let him get out there and win games.
Yeah, for real, guys. Who gives a shit? Fucking, if he's scrub hunting, then tell your scrubs to get better.
I think the only people that care about scrub hunting are the ones who get hunted.
Hey, that's exactly it, man. I mean, I get hunted all the time. You know, they see, oh, Sir Mike Knight's on defense. Let's throw the fucking first line in there, get some good shots on the right side. Yeah, whatever, dude. Go for it. If I lit it up, it's my goddamn fault. I'm not gonna bitch about scrub hunting though.
Since being on the doghouse, I get way more top lines than I did when the season first started.
People get salty, man. They get salty and they go, oh, that fucking Jet. Fucking douchebag.
You blame Ozzy for this. He opened the floodgates. He said, how them balls taste, and everyone's been wanting to teabag you in the mouth all week.
Ozzy team got smacked tonight. That's all I gotta say about that. I was like,
All right. That's all the time we have for this episode of the LG Doghouse. For myself, Air Raiders, Jet, and our very special guest, Captain Campos, who will be returning in Lipstick next week, along with Air Raiders. LG, you gonna join me, Air Raiders?
Let's try it.
All right, vape away. I'm starting to get a headache.
the Raiders will do that to you.
I swear to God, he was doing the points with who do I want to see wear lipstick next week.
What can I say except you're welcome? We're so getting banned.